It's a lot like the Warlock deck, actually. It's just a different style of trying to rush you down and stuff. The good thing is usually I find that um, the Rogue deck is on the losing end of the Warlock matchup. Um, but it's not like a landslide or anything. It's usually something like 40% win percentage for the Rogue, 60 for the Warlock. And the more aggressive you get as a deck, the stronger the Rogue becomes because the more aggressive you are, the more you're starting to put in like one toughness creatures, which is really good for the Rogue because they can get rid of those very easy um, with their daggers.
Well, it seems like right now they need an amazing turn, or you're just gonna win next turn. I mean, like you're pretty far ahead now.
Yeah, yeah, that's the power of Sylvanas is being able to just take them down like that and be able to basically control their turn to where they have to be very careful of what they can play.
So you're definitely ahead. Are you gonna just slowly chip away at them, or are you gonna try and make a big move?
Well, I think right now what I'm going to do is uh, try to keep my options open for winning the game. I could cast Black Knight here with no real chance of a taunt coming in the next few turns or so, but I would rather save that because by casting the 4/5, I'm not gaining a ton. Um, there's a very good chance that if I live tap, I'll be able to draw into something that will be able to help my hand currently. Um, and if they do throw down a taunt, and I've already played my Black Knight, I just
Then you feel sad
didn't
inside.
gain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't gain that much,
Oh wow, and you get
and
a dark iron dwarf. Oh, that's so
yeah.
nice.
And if they play that taunt, that basically shuts down my entire game plan of trying to Leroy Jenkins them down. So by keeping it in your hand, you're pretty much ensuring that you will be able to rush through the taunts.
Oh yeah.
So drawing the Dark Iron Dwarf, it's probably one of the strongest cards in the deck. Um, Unfortunately, it's a really bad card if you're on the back foot and you don't have any cards at
The
all
buff, yeah, of course.
to buff because you actually have to buff your opponent's creatures if they have any. So that's the reason that I only choose to run one.
Yeah, actually, in your deck list, I find it kind of interesting that you only run one Defender of Argus. Was there a particular thought behind that? Since most people tend to run that at 2 of.
That's another one that is kind of um, it's really bad. That one's I would argue almost worse um, than the Dark Iron Dwarf because you're play like the Dark Iron Dwarf. If you have nothing on the board, it's still a 4/4 for 4, which is really good. But if you have nothing on the board with the Defender of Argus, it's just a dead card in your hand. You can't play a 4 mana casting cost 3/3. Um, so that's the reason that I only have one of those as well.
Well,
A lot of the decks that I'm playing with, though, they do run two, so it's kind of like I'm going back and forth. The more board control that you want to be, the more Dark Irons or the Defender of Argus you want in your deck. If you don't want to be board control, you want to try to just rush them down as much as possible, then um, you want to run less. So my deck is kind of a hybrid between the board control and killing them at the end. So that's the only reason that I run one. I I try to minimize cards that are bad if you're losing, um, for the risk of gaining more if you're winning.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time today, Zykon. And is there anything you'd like to say to the viewers?
Um, Not much. Just thanks for the interview. If you guys like my commentary and everything, follow my stream at twitch.tv I'm sorry, twitch.tv/ underscore Zykon. I am _Zykon. Um, I stream on there usually 2 to 3 days a week. There's also a schedule below my videos and links. Um, Also, I have a Twitter below my webcam here. I'm underscore Zykon. Um, if you guys are new to the game and you have any questions, feel free to message me on there. I'm able to respond on there better than anywhere else. Usually, while I'm on Hearthstone, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm usually playing and I'm very hard to get any opinions off of. But if you message me on Twitter, I'll respond to you all day. Um, So other than that, no. Just thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you guys get better at the game, and so we can get some better players. And looking forward to playing some more Hearthstone with everybody.